Jahf Reach coming to you live and alive from the city of Jahf Reach. This is the show called Open Minded, Not Blinded, where we get you to challenge your mindsets by simply asking why. This show is for you and all about you. Today we have another segment of Where Were You? Where you answer 3 simple questions. Do you remember when? What were you doing then? And where were you? In today's episode, we're going to talk about everyone's favorite subject and topic currently, social media. We are all involved or engaged in some sort of social media activity in our day-to-day lives, whether you want to or not. If you're using any form of social media in 2019, you may not think to recognize or even ask yourself, when did it start? Now, social media started some time ago, but today we want to focus on MySpace. For those of you who remember MySpace, it was huge. It was big. It was the place to be. They had online chat rooms. That was one of my favorites. They had lots of music. You could have posted your images. Of course, you could have got a lot of friends. It was huge. I remember I was introduced to MySpace, and that's when I really learned and started to use the computer due to MySpace. I mean, it was my first interaction with people from all over the world, and it was huge, like I said. For those of you who are very interactive with Facebook and communicating with people around the world right now, Facebook came up after MySpace. So for those of you who don't know what MySpace was, you can actually do a Google search on MySpace. It's still out there. Ironically, it's still out there. It's still worth some money. But I think it's important that we reflect on the company that I think really set the mode or is the model for where we at today when it comes to social media. Now, the MySpace brand actually was supposed to be what Facebook is right now, because they tried to merge with Facebook, but Facebook obviously grew enormously in comparison to MySpace. But however, we cannot take away what Facebook learned from MySpace, and what they capitalized on is what MySpace already set the trend doing. So I think it's important to know where we're going, but it's utterly most important to remember where we're coming from. And if we understand the route to the truth, then we have a better chance of succeeding in majority of things. So MySpace, big, it was back then, but I want to know from each and every one of you, do you remember when? What were you doing then? And where were you? For all the new subscribers to the city of Jahf Reach, just remember, this is not only a channel, but it's a community, it's a city. And we are grateful to have you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go right ahead and click subscribe. And while you're at it, click that notification bell as well, so you don't miss out on any future or current updates. Until the next one, it's Jahf Reach, not Jahf Come. Salute. CABAH.